First of all, I have attended post-mortems, and I'm used to seeing dead people. In my legal practice, I've seen quite a number of dead bodies. People have been killed because in my criminal practice, to witness a post-mortem, it is always in cases where there's been an unnatural death. What I've seen just now, it's shocking. It's completely shocking. I've seen one of our young men, whatever the missile, whatever the caliber of the handgun or the instrument that was used to cause that injury that led to his death. It's something that even in a war front, somebody will not be used to applying those kind of measures. We see people die in war fronts, bodies from war fronts. What I've seen now shows the amount of violence that was committed against these patriots. And hearing yesterday talking about criminals, it was such a callous speech. The statement yesterday is completely irresponsible, because under the Constitution, the President takes an oath to protect every life, irrespective of the status of the individual. I didn't hear any word of compassion or sympathy for those who have died. And according to the figures we're getting, there may be beyond 35 fatalities all over the world. And those people who have suffered gunshot wounds, it could be anywhere close to 160. There are people we have seen here, people we know. Even rubber bullets are used in order to restrain, but not to cause an injury that can affect the spine or any delicate parts of the human being. So quite apart from what happened yesterday, what I've seen today is an exemplification of the brutality of the government we're dealing with. We are used to, even in a situation where somebody is declared a criminal, it's still the duty of the state to protect the life of that person, not to take their life away. Now, more importantly, Kenyans have lived with demonstrations for a long time. In the year 1926, Harry Tuku led a demonstration somewhere between Norfolk Hotel, the university, and Central Police Station. And police applied violence, colonial police. But if you compare the violence of the colonial police in 1926 to the violence of the Ruto government, it is beyond comprehension. Beyond comprehension. Even the massacre in South Africa, in which many children died, 67. I don't think they saw such violence that has been meted by President Ruto. And me, my call, when you have to kill to survive in power, because this is what is happening. Because he has now deployed the military. And the military, they are not entertainers. They are deployed to deal with a violent situation. But we don't have a violent situation. We have a situation where a president is struggling for survival. In these kind of circumstances where you're forced to kill people, in order to retain power. And where we witness nearly the whole country saying that enough is enough. If you are truly a democracy under the current constitution, President Ruto should just resign. Should just resign. But I don't think that the Kenyans are going to change their mind. I think they have given a statement of no confidence in the government. We went beyond the issue of the finance bill, because when he should have acted, he didn't, and now he has done a referral to Parliament. What that means is that if the same MPs who passed the finance bill are the ones who are going to deal with that finance bill, the results will still be the same, in my understanding. So, me, I call upon him to resign. I call upon President Ruto to resign. If it's true to what he says and what he said about what used to happen in previous administration, including President Uhuru's government when he was deputy president, if it's true to what he said at that time, the logical thing to do for him in a democracy is to resign, because he is going to lead people to stand up for their rights. And for President Ruto, anybody who stands up for his right is a criminal. But I want to remind him that even Mandela was called a terrorist. In the eyes of the government of South Africa at that time, the racist government was a criminal. In the entire world where democracy was still not known to those regimes, Mandela was a terrorist. But now he has been to be an icon. So he should be very careful about characterizing people as criminals. Lastly, you remember the last time when Right Honorable Orengo took an oath at Uhuru Park. The government of the day at that time said that was treason. But we told them that that was not an act of treason. If a president undermines the authority of a constitution and violates the constitution, which leads to the death of this number of people, then I don't know who we are accusing of treason. Who has committed a treasonous offense? If it's not President Ruto by killing people, because this is a consequence of his action, and by misusing or abusing his powers and those of the National Assembly.